All right, welcome back into Indie B and B. Today we are joined by better yet, we have two members right now, Radley and Steven. Alex will be joining us in just a moment. Boys, how are we doing on this Atlanta evening?
We're doing great. How are you doing?
Doing beautiful.
I mean, you just can't get it. It doesn't get any better. Sitting in traffic for 30 minutes, getting home. I mean, God,
Oh
it's
yeah.
just like the city's so alive and you get
Oh
to sit in
yeah.
your car for so long.
Yeah, it is.
It's even better. I mean, I was taking a walk earlier and this guy had so much road, he decided to just pull closer to me when he drove by. So I mean, people are having fun in cars all over the city tonight.
Hey, nothing like it. But you know what you can do in cars? You can listen to some better yet. Now,
Right.
you guys have, been a band, for a little bit, a long time. What's the formation story with you guys?
Well, it all started really in freshman year of college. I guess it was 2019, maybe it might have been 2020, the beginning of the year.
That sounds right.
Yeah, Steven and I were roommates, and we had both played together in high school band, percussion and stuff. So we were super close friends by then, and we had never even talked about starting a band, which is crazy because we had both been musicians our whole life, and we never talked about it. And then one day we wrote this song called Nutella on My Bagel with one of our other friends. And it just, I don't know, it just was kind of magical. It just kind of all came together in one night pretty much. And the next day I just made like a garage band demo of it. And I was like, this is awesome. Like the three of us should do something with this. And then the third guy found us a gig. We were getting it all ready to go. We were like, we might need somebody else to come join us and play because we were just going to do acoustic. Steven was going to do harmonies. I was going to play the guitar and the other guy was going to sing. But we were like, we might want another guitar to really fill it out. And then we called Alex, who didn't even play, but he had a guitar and we knew that.
He had started. He kind of had started learning, but then had stopped, and then I think was starting again.
Yeah, he had just mentioned that he was like, I kind of want to learn guitar. And so I was like, in my head, I was like, well, Alex is another one of our friends that we played percussion with in high school band. And I was like, well, let's get him in on this. And, we're only playing a couple songs. It won't be hard to teach him. Like they were really simple songs, like 4 chords. And we got it all set up. He came down for a practice. He lived in Kennesaw at the time, so it was like 2.5 hours of driving. But
we were in Milledgeville.
Yeah, we went to GCSU. I didn't mention that.
Oh, there we go.
So yeah, then that gig fell through because the pandemic started. Right. So then what happened is we sat at home for like 6 months, and I broke up with my girlfriend that I had been with for like 3 years, and that really got the creative juices flowing for me.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm gonna write some songs not about bagels and Nutella, and just see what I can really do. And I only made, I don't know, 2 or 3 songs probably that survived. But then we got this other guy, Seth, involved, and it was a 5-piece in Macon, Georgia. Our first show was January 2021, and then our first single was February 2021. It was Red-Handed, and it was really fun. I mean, we just played around Milledgeville, Macon, and stuff like that. We ended up transferring to Georgia State halfway through college, and so we ended up moving closer to where Alex was at Kennesaw. He had dropped out, but he was working at Guitar Center up there. So all of us kind of lived closer together, and we were still into the band. And then the other 2 guys now were 2 hours south of us. And over time, people grow apart. And so it just kind of amicably ended up as a 3-piece. And I took over singing. I was already kind of the main songwriter, I feel like, but we did kind of collaborate a lot at the beginning on the songs. So it was a natural progression for me to just start singing them too.
Nice. So, I mean, obviously a lot to unpack there. I mean, Nutella on the bagel. First thing I gotta pick out of that one, is Nutella on the bagel. I mean, were you guys just in that cafeteria and were like, dog, you trying to kill on the bagels or what?
Well, we were in our dorm and it was late and I was hungry and I love bagels, but I didn't have any cream cheese. And my roommate was like, I have Nutella if you want to try that. But it was on a blueberry bagel. So I was like, that's going to taste bad. So I made it and it did taste bad. But we were just kind of joking around and singing like we were pop punk singers, like
a genre.
Like this, you sing like that.
Yeah.
And I just like said Nutella on my bagel in that voice. And then Noah was just playing the guitar and then just wrote a song about eating Nutella on the bagel.
Right.
But for some reason, it was actually kind of awesome. It was a great song.
It kind of slapped. I mean,
yeah. We're like, well, we could just make real songs like this, you know, that are
Yeah,
about
I love
normal things.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I love it. Well, Jan 2021. So Tash and I both are Mercer Bears. So I've spent my fair share of time in Macon and as well Milledgeville. So talk me through, what venue did you play over in Mactown?
So our first show was at Society Garden, the old stage. They recently updated it, but rest assured we were on the old one, and it was not good. We were terrible, but we had a great time.
It was a birthday party. It was our guitarist Seth. It was his girlfriend's birthday party. And
his now wife.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's right.
So
and
it was
so
a
he's
lot
like,
going
well, why don't we just play? And we were like, sure.
We were
So
like, okay. I mean, might as well do it at some point.
Yeah.
So
I love it. I love it. Well, I mean, as you guys kind of got through, did y'all ever play like the Bird Bull? I mean, what are we talking about here? We get to the bars.
We haven't played much in Macon.
No, I think that was the only time that we played in Macon.
I think that.
Yeah.
Which
we
is
almost
really
played.
sad.
We almost played Society Garden again.
Yeah.
After the new stage was.
And we almost played JBA, but I think they closed now.
Right.
So
we've almost played in Macon again.
Several times.
A bunch of times. I like
It's
it.
never happened.
And were y'all better yet at this point, or was there a different name?
Yeah.
So y'all have always been better yet.
Yeah, we've just always been better yet.
Seth came up with that one.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Why? What's the
It was honestly, there's not even a meaning there. When we started it, like we just didn't know what to name it. We had like dozens of
like
names,
5 of us,
like
none of us
so
could think
many
of
names,
something.
and we were all pretty indecisive. None of us wanted to be like, let's name it this, and then not like it, and then have to change it. But Seth just randomly was like, I think it was between Until Then and Better Yet.
Two just like very
very random.
vague,
It makes no. We were just like, okay, Better Yet looks better. Like it just looks better. But as I've been thinking about it,
I like
think
the way it sounds.
It does sound good, but I feel like the meaning too is also good. Just constant improvement.
You can find your own meaning in it. You know, right?
Yeah,
I like that. Constant improvement.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I mean, like you guys, I mean, you immediately February 2021, your most streamed song is that, the one you released then. So like what I guess what do you think comes into that? We always like to ask the artists like, your most streamed song. We'll get into the spotlight with Sounds Like Hell here, your latest release, but like your most streamed song, why do you think that is? You think it got picked up just from y'all playing live, or what do you think the impetus there is?
There was honestly just a lot of like we built up a lot of hype with everyone we knew.
Mm-hmm.
And between 5 people, it was pretty easy to get like 500. I think we had like 500 unique listeners on like the first day when it came out.
Yeah.
Which has not happened again. And I think the only reason that it happened that way is because we hadn't released anything. And it just so happened that the one that we released was really catchy. It's probably the catchiest one. I mean,
it's like the most pop song that we've made.
Yeah, it was the most accessible, and I think we really built we spent time trying to build hype. I don't know if we did, but we tried to build hype, and it must have worked a little bit, because people listened to it. So
yeah, then that song in my incredible journalistic integrity, Red Handed was that song that I was mentioning earlier that I did not say. So well, cool. Well, I mean, I do want to transition over to, a little bit more of the, modern time. So as it is, grown into the 3-piece, we're here in Atlanta, we're Atlanta based in Atlanta area based. We don't want to let those Kennesaw folks claim Atlanta, because we're real inside the perimeter. But talk to me about, Sounds Like Hell. I mean, you guys, how did this come about? What, you're mainly right the songwriter. Did you guys collaborate on this one? Like, how did this one come from nothing to something?
So we typically at the time that we wrote that song, the way that we would write the songs is I'd kind of have a nugget of an idea. It was either like a riff, or sometimes I would just have a whole song. But I had learned up to that point, I had to like unlearn what I would do, which was just write a bunch of parts for the song. And at that point, I was finally not doing that and just like writing words and melodies is what I was trying to transition to. So this song also, I specifically was trying to write something that was less straightforward, like heartbreak song. I wanted to, like, at the time, my goal was to make something more introspective. I think since then I've probably written stuff that achieves that goal a lot better. This is still kind of that same like relationship angst vibe. But Alex and I collaborated on the idea initially, and then we brought it to Steven, and then all three of us just kind of developed our own parts. Like,
well, you had the bass part was the first thing. Well,
yeah, I
wasn't
played
it
it
like,
on guitar.
Didn't you have like 2 different parts that were different songs, and you put them together? Or am I thinking of a different song?
It could be. I do that a lot
don't
too.
remember.
I'll start writing a song and forget to do it. And like this song was one of those cases where I had the opening riff that I had just played on acoustic guitar, and I was like, that just sounds really pretty. Like I need to remember that. And then I did remember it. So that was kind of like, I'm a big fan of the Beatles, and they were always like, well, if you didn't remember it, it's just not good. So I was like, well, I'll just wait. And then I remembered it one day, and Alex and I were like, let's write, like I was like, let's write a song. And he was just telling me about a party that we were at, how somebody was like, yeah man, this girl really wanted to like make out with you and you didn't do it or whatever. And that just gave me the idea like missing out on something or whatever. And then like that just got the ball rolling, and later I went back in, typed out the rest of the lyrics, showed it to the guys, and then the rest is history.
I like it. Well, so since you guys are developing your own parts, like, and you all three are percussionists by trade, like, Steven, do you feel a little pressure as the drummer in the band to be
Well-
like, all right, I got to be on my P's and Q's because these guys are going to be coming
Right.
at me about the drum parts.
Right. Kind of. At the end of the day, I don't play any other instruments, so they'd have to kick me out of the band, So basically, I have it on lock,
Right.
Yeah.
But if I learn something else, then I can, let them come in a little bit, and maybe we'll swap in the future one day. But
Yeah.
for now, no.
He's learning guitar though. He said he doesn't play other instruments, but he's learning.
I'm trying. Maybe one day. I mean, Alex, he was
Yeah.
just learning at the start too, so who
Yeah.
knows? Anything's
Yeah.
possible.
I love it. I love it. You guys are all, diverse in your own way of, having different skill sets, but ultimately all of you guys can drum. So like,
Right.
I've been to a bunch of shows where there've been people, they do a drum off, with 2 people. If the lead singer's a drummer and they obviously have the drummer. I can't remember what band, but I think it was Godsmack. They brought the lead singer out and they had 2 dueling guitar or drum kits. So is that something we
Oh, yeah.
could expect
would
at
be
some
awesome.
point?
Oh,
For
yeah,
all
I
3 of you
mean,
guys,
in the future, that would be awesome.
Yeah, I mean, I would say we're definitely open
Yeah.
to it.
Once we have
We're
enough,
open to it.
a van or something to
Yeah, once we
carry
have
2 drum
room,
sets
yeah,
around,
then that.
then we can duel. But
like it.
that's a lot of luggage that you
Yeah.
have to carry around. So.
Like it. Maybe you guys do it drumline style. Each of y'all
Oh,
get a
now
snare
that-
drum,
now that I'm
and
definitely-
like you
Dad
guys
has
just
an
go
old,
up
like,
and
Civil War marching snare.
Oh,
I go
dude.
get that.
This is
I
you
have
sparked a great
Well,
idea.
it's a concert snare. We could make.
Well,
that
it is a
happen.
concert.
Travis Barker does that sometimes.
Yeah. I mean, we saw 21 Pilots like in
He did that too, that's
2019 or
right.
something, and they pulled
Yeah.
out the marching snares. So
It's doable.
and listen,
Yeah.
I mean, drumming just never leaves you. We all drum still. So
Yeah. Do you guys like again we're getting away from sounds like hell, but I mean I think we're going down the drum
let's do
the
it.
drum narrative here. I'm kind of into it. Like, do we ever get a drum off, like a drum line traditional face to face, and like who is actually taking that battle home? I mean, Steven, are you doming these 2 guys? Putting
I'm
them in
actually
place?
not gonna win that one. I'm not gonna win that one.
Listen, I'm just gonna be confident and say I would try to win.
I think
I'm gonna try as hard as I
I'm not
can.
as much with the rudiments and stuff, so I would not be able to take that one home. It'd have to be between them.
I think you could.
It depends
take
on who
home.
practices the most.
Yeah, right.
for
Who
it.
prepares the best for it? But
yeah.
if it was just spur of the moment tonight, I don't know. I mean, we're just gonna have to
That'd be
find
tough.
out. I mean, now we're just gonna
That'd
have
be
to
tough.
find out someday.
Ooh, man, well, we got 13 minutes on this thing left, so let's keep
You're
strap it
right,
up and
right.
going.
Yeah.
Snare.
Get the metronome and some
Yeah.
sticks. Let's
Yeah,
see who can do the
somebody
fastest
get it.
paradiddles.
And you're gonna have
See, that's
to
the thing. The paradiddles, I can't get it rolling.
You
so
know.
I'll
I
practice.
love it. I love it. I love it. Well, I mean, I think if I give anybody, if I've given you an idea, I'm glad that we've got that in
We'll
the
shout you out. We'll
ether.
shout you out.
We're
Oh, yeah.
gonna get it a little bit baked more. I like it. You guys will be able to finish that one. I think better than I
yeah.
could. So, but for you guys, you're local in Atlanta here. I mean, got a lot of great venues. What are some of the ones that you kind of stick out to you as like, that one feels like home to us. Every time we go there, we have a great show. Like, what is that one venue for you guys here in Atlanta?
I mean, Smith's is classic.
Yeah,
obviously.
Smith's Old Bar is great. They treat
Everybody-
you really well. I mean, it's a good vibe. Usually a pretty good crowd. other than that, I mean, we played in a few places.
Yeah, we played
I mean,
Star Bar was a good show.
Yeah, that one was
They had
fun.
nice sound. 529, we recently kind of started playing. We haven't played as Better Yet there yet.
No, yeah,
That
but
would
we
be
play in a
awesome.
bunch of other bands, and we played in 529 is cool. I have to agree with you there. 529,
Yeah.
Star Bar. Those are both close to where we live too,
Yeah.
so that helps.
Gotcha.
And then in Athens too. I mean, I know that's not Atlanta, but like in Athens, we just played at Roadhouse for the first
Oh, that
time,
was fun.
and that was great. That was a blast. So we'll probably be pulling back up there soon, hopefully.
We haven't played
Nice.
Flicker as Better Yet. I think we're going to.
Yeah,
I think
we're
we have
going
something
to
booked. That's gonna be
eventually.
fun.
We like playing at
Flicker.
Underground too
Oh,
in
right,
Atlanta.
yeah.
That inner space.
Mhm.
That's a nice spot too. It's small, intimate, kind of grungy vibes. I really like the backstage there. That's kind of a
Oh,
weird
yeah.
thing, but I like the hallway back there. They
Yeah.
have like these bricks where I don't know. It's just cool. It's a cool vibe.
Like it.
Yeah.
What makes it, what makes something for you guys when you go to Smith's? Like, you just have the good crowd, is it the green room? Is it just like, hey, we just know we're here and we're gonna have a great, like, we just know the historical significance of that place. And what is it about Smith's, or any of the venues you mentioned? Obviously, I've been to a handful of those and some I haven't, but you know when you go to see a show at Smith's, you kind of know what you're getting. It's going to be awesome. So what about Smith's, particularly, like, kind of get you guys rolling?
For me, I mean, all of the above. The green room is a classic now. I mean, when we first played there, it was definitely the historical significance, I guess. Somebody was like, "Yeah, John Mayer played upstairs here," and I'm not even that big of a John Mayer fan, but I like Gravity. You know what I mean? So that was cool. But now it's just kind of the familiarity. I mean, together as a rhythm section, we've played in, I think, four different bands, me and Steven. And I think we've played at Smith's with all of those bands.
Probably,
more
yeah.
than once. So that's like 8 right there. But Better Yet Alone, I think we played like 6 times. So at that point, it's just like the familiarity, and like you recognize everybody that works there at some point.
Yeah.
And it's just like, even though they don't recognize me, I mean, I'm not claiming that we know each other, but I'm just like, I've seen that guy before. I feel,
Yeah.
Once
I'm
you
ready
have
to go.
like 4 shows there, then and they're all good. You're like, well, I know it's going to be a good show next time.
Yeah. I like that.
Even
I
if
like
it's
that.
just
Shout
the
out.
vibe is good.
Shout out Juliet for
Oh, yeah.
booking everybody and getting that, keeping that venue tight. She does such a great job over there. And well, for somebody who has, I haven't had the fortune, I don't think, to see you guys live. I was trying to rack my brain on, some of the cards I've been to. And for me, when I walk in your show, what should I expect? And for the viewer out there, what should they expect, when they come in?
They should expect to walk out with a melted face, and a
Right.
busted gut, and just a lot going on, really. And they should expect some high octane action. Alex is here, and this guy. They should expect him as well to shred.
Should I grab a chair?
Yeah, grab a
Yeah,
chair.
just get a chair. Let's get. We'll play it. Let's get it.
I mean, but in all seriousness, they can expect alternative rock. I mean, that's what we
Yeah.
do. We do alternative rock, and also, like, we dip our toes into really any kind of rock. If it has the word rock in it, then you can bet that we have dabbled.
I love it. I love
Yeah. I would say we're gonna play fast for a good portion of it, and we're gonna hit you with some harmonies.
Oh
we're
yeah,
gonna
that's a
croon
staple.
for you.
Yeah, we're gonna croon.
We're all gonna
harmonize.
We're all gonna carry our weight in there. We're gonna sing you a tune.
And we're just gonna send you home with good vibes. I mean, that's all we're trying.
And
to
we
do.
will melt your face at least. There's one spot that we will melt your
I mean,
face
don't
at
expect
least.
to leave with a face.
Yeah.
It's just that simple.
I like it. I like it. Alex, we're talking about, y'all's live set and bringing it home. And they've just told me that I should expect a melted face, and you're going to be providing that for us, apparently, as you are the guitar man. So
Absolutely.
talk me through your process when you are playing live, like when it's solo time. Like, what do you go into it with? Like, is it just a different every time? Do you have kind of a set, scales and everything you go into whenever you do that, or
So
what's your
I got like 2 types of solos. There's the, have it memorized note for note, try and plan it exactly how, I remember it. And then there is the, improvisation kind of aspect. And I usually do just use scales, and I kind of just, I know my scales, I know my licks I like to go to, and I just kind of, fill space.
Let the spirit take you.
Yeah,
over.
exactly.
Let the
and I
spirit
feel in
take
the
it. I
moment.
like it. we ever whenever you are playing live, do you ever kind of throw in just a riff or two from something that maybe somebody could pick it out of the crowd if they really heard it? Like, you ever just throw a couple Easter eggs in there for anybody?
I've never done any Easter eggs, but that's a good idea. That kind of makes me want to start doing that.
Well, something that you do kind of do. What's that one?
Oh yeah, every once in a while I'll throw in a meme here or there.
Yeah, he'll play a little meme guitar lick in between songs and downtime. I feel like you've gotten a couple reactions out of that over the years.
Probably.
I like it. I like it. Well, with this, live set piece, and everything, like when you guys are creating your set list, like how do you guys are, I've heard a lot of people go with the, you bring them up to the tip and then you bring them back down. I've seen the, start slow and just destroy them as soon as they get up there. Like, what's y'all's process there when you're coming up with the live set?
One thing that's pretty constant is we like to end big. And we typically like to end with red-handed before that. Usually we'll end with a cover. I mean, most of the time it's Rage Against the Machine, Killing in the Name. But we've mixed in some other stuff in there every once in a while. But we want to do something that's surprising and the last song and really like make people remember it. So Killing in the Name works really well. I scream really loud and usually it sounds pretty good. Last time it didn't sound that good. Sometimes it happens, but at the very least people will remember it. And so that's like the only thing that we do every time. Other than that, we like to do most of the originals when we can. And we mix in some covers that are applicable or similar to what we play. But we're trying to start learning more stuff that people request so that next time they'll request it, and nobody ever expects anyone to play it, but we might try to do that. So we'll just see.
So, so so obviously you guys got to learn Freebird. There's always one asshole in the crowd who's yelling Freebird. So
yeah,
definitely.
And then if we actually give it to him, it would be crazy.
I mean,
that would be insanity.
Yeah.
Well, and it depends where we're playing, because there's a difference if we're doing just like a live set like at a venue, or if we're playing at a bar. Like, yeah, when we're at a bar, like we're playing a lot more covers and everything. And if we're playing a set like at a venue, usually it's like we'll pick one or two that really work, and then the rest we try to do originals. But I think vibe wise, we usually kind of do like this, we start hard, and then there's maybe a little where we calm down a little bit in the middle, and then we bring it back up.
We like to
bring,
you
guys are the parabola.
Yeah, exactly. Parabola. Right. We like to just kind of dip down into the, Sounds Like Hell probably goes right in the middle. Right, typically, like we like to put it right in the middle and then sort of ramp back up. We like to break it down, We start with a couple in a row before we stop and like, what's going on, everybody? And like that kind of thing. Yeah.
I love it. You get the introductions, kind of in that valley, and then it's like, all right, here we go. Let's get back. I love it. I love the idea of a end big cover. I've seen that a few different times, and I mean, when it's unexpected, definitely is such a treat. I think like anytime you guys play, y'all's obviously have a fair amount out there, but you guys have some stuff coming out, if I'm not mistaken, right? We got some things March, maybe. What's going on there?
Yeah, so we just released Sounds Like Hell, and we're gonna do a video for that. That's gonna come out February 16th, so it may already be out. But yeah, it's just gonna be on YouTube. We worked with a guy named Jeffrey, and he did a great job, and he really could have charged us way more, but he didn't. He was super cool about it, and it was the only reason that it was able to happen. And then right after that, March 1st, we're gonna release the last single before our EP, which comes out March 22nd.
All right. So everyone write down your calendar. We got the video coming out for Sounds Like Hell's video coming out March or February 16th.
February 16th.
And then and then we got March 1. We got another single releasing, and then we're hitting it hard March 22nd.
Yep.
EP.
Yep.
Sounds Like Hell, single to be named later, and many others.
Yep.
Got it. Let's go. Well, everybody, mark your calendar. Let's get ready. And you'll be following Better Yet on social media. It's at Better Yet Band, correct?
That's right.
All right. Well, guys, go give them a follow. Make sure, and guys and gals, go give them a follow. Make sure that we, support the band, support the local Atlanta artists. And now we're here. We're here to the final portion of the show. Pete Peterson's party pack of questions. It's 20 questions right in a row. And we will start. We'll go Stephen, Radley, Alex. So we'll go in that order. So as soon as I ask the question, we'll go like kind of like a triangle, if you will, the way y'all are sitting. So, all right, let me push it up. Pete Peterson's party pack of questions, 20 questions right in a row. Better yet, band, cake or pie?
Pick my pie.
Yeah,
Pick my favorite pie.
Cake or pie?
Key lime
Jesus.
pie. Key lime pie, the frozen one from the grocery store.
I like cake.
I'm gonna go with pecan pie.
Pecan pie. All right. I like this. I got some specific pies. Didn't even ask for that. I love that.
Oh, he wasn't
Love
asking.
that.
I thought you were
Yeah.
asking for a specific pie. Oh, cake
No,
or
no,
pie?
you're good. We're
I thought you
good.
said
I love
pick your
that.
pie, and I was like,
Oh.
all right, I'm picking a pie.
Dude, pick a fucking pie or you're gonna die. Dude, that's a band if you ever heard one. Pick your pie.
Pick your pie.
Anyway,
Let's write that down.
next live. Salad or soup? What are you eating more of?
Salad.
Soup.
Soup.
Wow.
All right, souping it up. All right. Sunrise or sunset? What are you guys seeing more of these days?
Sunset.
Sunrise.
Sunset.
Sunset. All right, here we go. Guys rather hit a home run or score a touchdown?
Oh, touchdown.
Give me the 7.
Touchdown for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. Like that. Night in or night out? What are you guys having more of these days?
I guess night out. Playing a lot of
Night
shows.
out.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I would say night in is what I do more.
I like it. I like it. When you guys do go out though, and your jam comes on, are you guys more likely to break out the robot or the worm?
Oh, robot.
Worm.
I think I'm a robot, man.
The worm.
You guys saw
You're
me
getting
in
off the
Athens
ground.
that
You're
one time.
right. That's true. I just
Hey, look, I respect the guy who gets in the ground, get a little dirty. I like it. I
Yeah.
like that.
dirty little worm.
Hey,
Right.
but you gotta respect the robos too. You know, you gotta be able to. If you can do it right, it's
You're
good.
that guy.
All right, guac or queso at your
Guac.
local Mexican spot.
Oh, queso.
Ooh, queso.
Yeah, queso.
Okay, all right. Waffles or pancakes?
Waffles.
Waffles.
Don't.
Depends on the location.
No,
It
but,
does.
Come on.
I mean, like if you go to IHOP, you got to get the pancakes.
But which one do you want more, waffles or pancakes? Just generally speaking.
The perfect waffle.
Waffles. I'm
Yeah,
gonna go waffles.
yeah, right.
Wow, that was a.
That was
I like
tough.
that. I like that. That was good. I was y'all just putting him in his place. Like, what are you gonna eat
Had
more
to.
of? Come on.
We needed an answer.
All right. Coffee or tea? What are you guys drinking more of?
Does sweet tea included?
No one's ever asked that. I don't know. No, a hot tea.
No,
I'm gonna
no,
go on with
okay,
hot tea.
Coffee then.
Coffee.
Coffee for sure.
All right, we're going all coffee. God, wow, that is. I can't believe we've done 91 of these now, and no one has ever
Nobody
asked
asked
is
about
sweet
sweet
tea
tea?
included in that.
I mean, it's a tea. You brew it.
Oh man, gosh, everyone should be ashamed of their southern roots. Dogs or cats? What do you guys like more better?
Dogs. I've never really owned a cat specifically.
Cats.
I
They
think I
both
would like
have
that.
their pros and cons, but I'm a dog man.
All right, let's go. Only one of you guys has the cat scratch fever. Interesting. All right, ninja or a pirate? What do you guys identify with more?
Pirate. Wow. I mean, I'm not a ninja. I'm not gonna pretend I'm like a ninja. A pirate
Ninja.
would make more sense.
I'd be a ninja. If I could.
Oftentimes, I scare people with my stealth capabilities, so
Oh,
I
I
think
guess
I'm
that's true.
ninja.
Yeah.
I like that. I like that. Alex the Ninja. Let's go. Gatorade or Powerade? We're not sponsored by either of them. We just like asking the question.
I couldn't tell you the difference. I'll go Gatorade because that sounds cooler. Alligator.
Gatorade is cooler. I'll say it.
Gatorade has gotten me through a lot of hangovers, so they have my
I like
vote.
it. I like it. When we get offline, I'll tell you the difference. Toast or bagels?
Bagels. 100%.
Yeah.
Bagels.
Yeah.
Maybe some Nutella on those bagels. Who knows? Here
Yeah,
we go.
probably.
Maybe.
a couple-
Maybe. Maybe.
Couple of them,
We'll
maybe.
see. We'll see.
All right. Chips or pretzels?
Chips.
Yeah, there's a lot more chips.
There's a lot of them.
There are a lot of chips. So, yeah, chips.
Chips. All right. Here we go. Fries or tots?
Wow, that's crazy. Because if usually when people ask that, I would go with tots if they're offering. Might as well.
I'm gonna go with fries.
It depends. If they're plain fries, I'd choose tots. But if they're Cajun fries,
Oh yeah. Well,
then
yeah.
I would choose those.
All right. We got seasonings issues. All right. I got it. TV show or movies? When you guys go home after a long day, you kick your feet up, you're more likely to flick on a TV show or a movie.
I'm preferring a motion picture here.
Television.
Yeah, I think I like shows more.
Shows.
Not that I don't like
Yes.
movies.
Same.
Yes,
All right, fair. Are aliens real?
probably.
I'm gonna say yes, but not the ones the government are talking about.
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably real.
I like it. Bigfoot. Is Bigfoot real?
The diss song by Nicki Minaj, that new one. Is that what you're talking about? That's real,
No.
but it sucks. And Megan won that one clearly. It's obvious. I mean, it wasn't even close. But no, Bigfoot. I've never seen him.
I think Bigfoot might have existed like 3,000 years ago or more, but no, not today. Not today.
Pre-Jesus.
Probably not. No Bigfoot.
All right, no Bigfoot. All right, love at first sight. Is that real?
Yeah, sure, probably.
I'm gonna say no.
Sure, it's happened.
I'm gonna say no.
I think there's attraction at first sight.
There's infatuation at first sight.
But the feeling of love cannot develop
Unless
in-
you're looking
in-
straight into
at
someone's
first sight.
soul as soon as you see it.
I don't think that's love.
I'm gonna say it's possible. It's possible. I take it back.
I
It's
don't think so.
possible.
I disagree.
All right, I like it. I like it. All right, and I want one band from each of you guys that we ought to check out that we might not know, and none of you guys can say Frig of Five. So whatever you guys, anybody but them, we want to check them out, but I'm excluding them as they have already been mentioned in this podcast. So here we go. One band that we ought to check out that we might not know. Can be local, can be not local.
I've been listening to a lot of Omni lately. They're an Atlanta band, and they're awesome. They're great.
Omni. All
I'm gonna
right.
see them in February. Oh, it is February. I'm going to see them in a couple weeks.
I'm gonna say Bleachers. They don't get the respect, not the respect, but I mean that, but also they don't get the listens and like appreciation I think they deserve, even though they're not coming to Atlanta on their tour this year.
Which is kind of messed up.
Yeah, it is
Don't
messed
talk
up. I
any
agree
about
with you.
Big Toe and the Jams before I got here.
No.
Oh, we actually haven't.
My band I'm gonna pick is Big Toe and the Jams. It's actually we're all three also in that band, as well as two guys named Johnny and Andy, and they make some great music. We don't really write any of it; they do, but
Yeah.
but I'm a big fan of their work.
All right. Well, I mean, obviously, I got to follow up on Big Toe and the Jams. How do we? First of
This
all,
is
so
a
you have
crazy
Johnny and Andy are writing all the music. You guys are in the band. You know, are we all three playing different percussion instruments, or is it?
Really enough, no.
Well, I mean, when
We-
it
we
started
like to,
out, we
yeah.
flirted with the idea of everybody switching around instruments, maybe having two drum sets, like we talked about earlier.
We'll move around. Andy played drums for one song. So
Yeah,
we'll move
we're working
around.
we're working it out in that band. It's kind of a testing ground, really, for things that we might, take further on our own. But and a much more real, true sense. Johnny and Andy, we've been friends with them ever since we moved to Atlanta, and they were half of Soup Kink. I don't know if you ever talked to Soup Kink, or I'm sure you've heard of Soup Kink. They were local Atlanta legends. Broke up, and then of course, the pieces were just lying about, and Johnny and Andy, they needed somebody to help pick them up. And they came to us and we were like, absolutely, let's do this shit. And then we did it immediately. Our only releases were just our like second rehearsal. I recorded them all and then I edited it down and I was like, we're releasing at least one of these. And we ended up releasing two. So it worked out.
They sound pretty good.
They sound all right. I mean, it's literally our rehearsal.
Yeah,
It's our second
I didn't
rehearsal.
even know the songs very
Yeah,
well, but it worked.
yeah.
Sounds good.
Big Toe and the Jams. We need to check them out. So we'll have to have a follow up with the two other gentlemen in Big Toe and the Jams, because honestly, that might be my favorite band name that I've ever heard in the history of Everdom, because that's just fucking awesome. Well, good guys. I mean, this has been Pete Peterson's party pack of questions. Obviously, we got off a little bit on the jams there, but I mean, I gotta know what's going on there, and that was awesome. So, I appreciate you guys taking the time to hop on with me, and Alex, appreciate you hustling in, and you had a strong performance at the end here. I really know you came in and were an impact player, and second half player. Love that. Everybody check them out. February 16th, music video coming out on YouTube. Check them out on their Instagram at Better Yet Band. Correct? Yes, correct. Yes.
Correct.
And finally, of course, in March, we've got a lot of Better Yet coming out. might as well call it Better Yet March, because they got a single coming out on March 1st, and then they have a March 22nd EP release. And so in between there will be, I mean, assuming there will be some shows, we got some shows coming up as well.
Oh yeah, we got one in Milledgeville March 1st. Sounds of the Spring.
Sounds of the Spring.
Sounds of the Spring. It's a festival in
Big Toe will be
Milledgeville.
there as well.
Big Toe will be there as well. And then March 10th, we have a show at Inner Space with Frigga 5.
Underground Atlanta should be a
Inner
blast.
Space inside. All right. We love it. We love it. So March 1st, go see him in Millie, Vegas.
Millie
Maybe
Vegas, that's
I
right.
don't know, maybe go down to the Chops bar and get a, you know,
Oh,
get
yeah.
a steak beforehand. Who knows?
Something good. Right.
I mean, you might as well.
Might as well
Yeah.
win in Rome.
Love it. I love it. I love it, guys. We appreciate you coming on. Thank you guys for
Thank you.
Thanks
the
for
time.
having us.
Of course. Of course.